Imagine this. You're on a dream vacation with your family. The Caribbean sun is rising, the ocean sparkles, and you're surrounded by laughter, music, and the promise of relaxation. But then, without a trace, your daughter vanishes. No screams, no witnesses, no goodbye, just gone. This is the chilling true story of Amy Lynn Bradley, a 23-year-old woman whose mysterious disappearance from a luxury cruise ship in 1998 has left the world grasping for answers for more than 2 decades. Was it an accident? Was she kidnapped? Or is the truth even darker than we dare imagine? Stay with me as we dive deep into one of the most haunting unsolved mysteries in American history. Amy Lynn Bradley was not your ordinary young woman. Born on May 12, 1974, in Petersburg, Virginia, Amy grew up in a tight-knit family. She was athletic, vibrant, and independent. She had recently graduated from Longwood University, where she was a strong athlete, playing on the university's basketball team. Her friends described her as outgoing, confident, and adventurous. Amy wasn't just another passenger on a cruise ship. She was full of life, ready to start a new career, and on the edge of adulthood. Her family adored her, especially her younger brother Brad, with whom she shared a very close bond. In March of 1998, Amy's parents, Ron and Iva Bradley, decided to take a family vacation before Amy officially started her new job. They booked a trip on Royal Caribbean's Rhapsody of the Seas, a luxury cruise liner sailing through the Caribbean islands. This trip was supposed to be filled with relaxation, family bonding, and unforgettable memories. Sadly, it became unforgettable for the darkest reasons imaginable. On March 21, 1998, the Bradley family boarded the Rhapsody of the Seas in Puerto Rico. From the very start, Amy seemed to enjoy herself. The cruise offered live music, parties, dancing, pools, casinos, everything you'd expect from a Caribbean getaway. Amy especially loved music and dancing. She quickly made friends with members of the ship's band, a group called Blue Orchid. One of the band members, a bass player named Alistair Yellow Douglas, was seen spending time with her. As the ship cruised toward Aruba and Curacao, everything appeared normal. The Bradleys laughed, relaxed, and danced together. But what no one could have predicted was that these would be the family's last happy moments with Amy. On the night of March 23, 1998, the ship hosted a party featuring Blue Orchid. Amy was seen dancing, drinking, and having fun with fellow passengers and the band. Witnesses remember Amy laughing and enjoying herself, but also note that she seemed to draw attention from crew members. Around 1 a.m., Amy returned to her family's cabin. She and her brother Brad went out on the balcony for a short conversation before going to bed. At around 5:30 a.m., Amy's father Ron woke up. He noticed Amy asleep on the balcony lounge chair. Relieved that she was safe, he went back to sleep. But when he woke again at 6 a.m., Amy was gone. Her shoes were still in the cabin. Her ID, her cigarettes, even her belongings were untouched. Amy had vanished barefoot into the vastness of the sea, or perhaps into something much worse. The Bradleys immediately alerted cruise staff. But shockingly, the ship did not conduct an immediate emergency search. Instead, the crew insisted that Amy had likely gone ashore in Curacao, where the ship was scheduled to dock later that morning. By the time a full search was carried out, precious hours had been wasted. The ship had already docked, and hundreds of passengers had disembarked. If Amy had been abducted, the kidnappers had a head start. The family begged the captain to make announcements, to lock down exits, to halt disembarkation. But according to the Bradleys, their pleas were ignored. This delay, just a few hours, may have sealed Amy's fate. Over the years, several chilling sightings of Amy Lynn Bradley were reported. Curacao, 1998. Just days after her disappearance, 2 Canadian tourists reported seeing a woman who matched Amy's description on the beach, accompanied by 2 men. The woman appeared distressed. 1999, Caribbean brothel. A U.S. Navy sailor claimed he encountered a woman in a brothel who begged him for help, saying her name was Amy Bradley. By the time authorities investigated, she was gone. 2005, Barbados. A witness saw a woman resembling Amy in a department store restroom. The woman appeared nervous and was accompanied by men who watched her closely. Each sighting suggested a terrifying possibility. Amy hadn't drowned. She had been trafficked. The disappearance of Amy Lynn Bradley has inspired countless theories. Let's examine the most chilling ones. Number 1. Accidental drowning. Some suggest Amy fell overboard, but Amy was a strong swimmer, and no evidence supports this claim. Plus, her body was never found. Number 2. Voluntary disappearance. Could Amy have run away to start a new life? Unlikely. She had no money, no shoes, and left behind everything she owned. Number 3. Kidnapping and human trafficking. This is the most disturbing theory. Amy was young, attractive, and independent. Multiple witnesses reported seeing her with men after the cruise. Experts believe she may have been targeted by traffickers operating in the Caribbean. Number 4. Inside job. Some suspect that crew members, or even the ship's band, may have played a role. Amy was seen with them shortly before she vanished. Could someone on board have lured her into a trap? For Ron and Iva Bradley, the disappearance of their daughter became a lifelong nightmare. They searched tirelessly, spending their savings on private investigators, traveling back to the Caribbean, and following up on every lead. They appeared on shows like America's Most Wanted and The Oprah Winfrey Show, pleading for answers. But decades later, Amy remains missing. Imagine the pain. To lose a daughter not in death, but in endless uncertainty. To never know if she's alive, suffering, or gone forever. Today, more than 25 years later, Amy Lynn Bradley's disappearance is still unsolved. Theories continue to circulate, and her family still hopes for closure. Her case serves as a chilling reminder that even in a place of luxury and safety, a cruise ship in the Caribbean, evil can strike. And perhaps most terrifying of all, Amy's fate might still be unfolding, somewhere in the shadows of the world. Amy Lynn Bradley was a daughter, a sister, and a friend. She was vibrant, full of dreams, and on the brink of a bright future. Yet in a matter of minutes, she was stolen from her family, leaving behind only questions and heartbreak. If Amy's story haunts you, share it. Talk about it. Because sometimes, keeping a name alive is the only way to bring the truth to light. This isn't just the story of a missing woman. It's the story of how fragile safety truly is, and how, even today, Amy Lynn Bradley's mystery remains unsolved.